born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. 4 babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, just work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Good morning, Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. It is Thursday, December 28, 2023. And our goal here at Forex Smart Trade is to make it so that you don't have to work a little harder. And we do that by teaching you how to currency trade using our super accurate but simple to use proprietary trading indicators. And we do that with personalized one-on-one coaching, which we think is the kind of most effective and efficient way to learn currency trading. And the purpose of this session is for you to see for yourself how well the indicators work and whether it's for you. So with that, let's jump right in. And we first need to start by listening to this guy, and we'll get going.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program is that we do these live trading sessions. I do 3 a week, Tuesday and Thursday morning, and Monday afternoon. This Monday afternoon, there will be no live trading session as it is New Year's Day. And every afternoon at around 4:15, Monday through Thursday, I send out a trade setup of a trade that I am taking with a little 3-4 minute analysis so that you can see how I came up with it. And I encourage you to copy it to see how accurate I am. When you become a regular member, in addition to those sessions, you will have access every morning. We do a live trade session at 10 a.m. Every evening, we do a live trade session at 10 p.m. And with the traders we work with, we act as an accountability partner and are continually training. So we have a training session every Wednesday evening and every Saturday morning to keep working on the fundamentals, keep reviewing the various strategies. We have a dozen different trade signals and just to be able to answer questions for you. Now, I work off of a checklist that helps me stay focused. And oh my goodness, did I not? Where is my checklist? Hold on a second. Let me see. Did I not queue it up? Sorry about that. I really need my checklist here to remember everything I want to do. In fact, how did it get closed? I usually just leave it open for this very reason. No, here we go. Sorry about that. Every day, good habit, restart the green chart, clears out the memory, picks up any updates that would have happened at the end of every day. It is good to review the trades from that day, and specifically the trades that didn't go the way you wanted, by going back and doing a little bit of a review one of the nice things about our simulator is you go back to that specific time and look at the specific setup that you were looking at and figure out why the trade didn't go the way you wanted. And I find that incredibly helpful, and one of the difference makers between being an average trader and a very good trader. Last night, we took a trade on the overnight trade on the Euro USD. It was a sell trade, and it is still open and out of the money. So let's take a look. Usually that overnight trade I expect to close sometime between midnight and 3 in the morning. When it is still open, when I wake up in the morning at 5, I want to reconsider what to do. And in this case, reconsidering is taking a look at where the chart is now, and if the chart has changed, I may hedge or just close the position, or I'll hold tight. And in this case, on the hour chart, we've got a good sell signal here. Actually, this is a sell signal we could trade off of. We touched overbought. All the lines are coming down. Green line is less than halfway. There's good steepness on the green line. I got 3 points here. 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines going up. So 4 points here. Orange lines, each line is measuring something different. When the blue lines are going up, that means sell. And we've got up pressure with the green line on top and with the red line on top and the green line going down. So this is theoretically a trade we could take right now. And then as I look across the board, the 2-hour majors are going down, 4-hour majors are going down, 8-hour majors are going down, 12-hour majors going down, and the day chart, the majors are going down. So when we took the trade, if you recall, the green line was going down, but it was very close to being flat, almost horizontal. It was going down just a little bit. Now it's going down more. So we've got down across the board. If we want, in fact, I think we will. Just on this signal alone, this is a signal that we're looking for. Let's take another sell trade. We'll double up on this. So here is my MetaTrader 4 account. I'm going to go to new order. This account's got the 13,035. It's a demo account. So for my lot size, I am going to go to 1.34. I'm going to just move this decimal place over 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1.3, and I'm going to round this 3 up to 4. And then I'm going to go market sell. It has recorded it. I am going to we put in the sell, but we actually didn't figure out what it's worth. So let's go in and take a look and see what it's worth. The confirmation is when I see this signal, I want to see the 2-hour and the 4-hour overbought. 4 hours overbought. 2-hour is already in the channel. In this case, I'm making an exception. Even though it's not overbought, this is going down pretty steeply. This is a signal you could trade off itself. And this is a signal you could trade off itself. So let's just see what we think this is worth. And here's my support and resistance. And we have we've got about 15 pips till we get to that line. Let me just see. We've got 9 pips to this line. We're going to take 9 pips. I'm going to take 9 pips just to be a little more conservative. When we get to 9 pips, we'll consider just closing this out at break even. So to get 9 pips, I'm going to right click, modify. 9 pips is 9 pips is 90 points. We just add an extra 0 to it to convert pips to points. Click the little button here. It does the math. And we'll use a 3-to-1, which is going to be 9 is going to be 27 pip stop loss. It's going to be 270 pips. 270 pips. Add an extra 0 there. Do the math for me. And then modify. And we'll check on this as we get closer to the end of the hour. So we took a sell on the Euro USD with a take profit of 1.11072, 1.11072, and a stop loss of 1.11429. And we did that because we were reviewing the open trade that we had from last night, and we saw that turns out we've got a very good sell signal in deciding what we wanted to do. We've got down across the board here. In fact, if we look at the echo, it's going to be all red. It should be all red. Well, not quite yet. Not quite yet. But on what we're seeing here, I'm comfortable taking a sell trade. And just waiting. And we'll reevaluate when that first trade closes. That first trade is going to close right about at our entry point. Our entry point was take profit is 1107, and our entry point was 1105. So basically, when we get to our entry point here, this will have closed. Then we can decide whether we want to just close this at break even or let it run its way. All right, so let's get back, jumping back into the session here. I know we jumped off there a bit. We are, and I probably should have done the next thing first. We are technical traders. We are trading based on the price action, and our indicators are very good at predicting the direction of the market. However, news does impact currency prices, so we want to know what that news is. We get that news by going to forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com breaks news down into 3 categories. Yellow, which is low impact, orange, which is medium impact. I don't worry about the yellows. I generally don't worry about the oranges. Some people do, and reds. And we've got no reds this week because the holiday. But the red ones are ones I want to trade around. We have no red ones coming up, so we're not going to worry about it. You've got the unemployment claims. It's usually unemployment claims are it's usually a red, so I'm a little surprised that it's being classified as a yellow. And pending home sales, both oranges, but we're going to ignore them for today. The signal I'm going to use, we've got a dozen different signals. The signals I principally trade off of is the 10-point trade signal, or a modified version of the 10-point trade signal when I'm doing the overnight trade. And basically on this signal, what I'm trying to do is get all the lines to line up. all the lines to line up. I like to trade off of an hour chart. Off of an hour chart, trade's going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. And my sweet spot is 11 pips. If I can get 11 pips 3 times a day, my goal is 30 pips a day. If I do that 3 times a day, I'm doing terrific. And with the overnight trade, if there's 2 trades that night and both hit, I'm usually at around 22 pips. And then I just need one more trade in the morning and I'm done. So with that, let's check and see what we've got going on for this morning. The chart I am going to trade off of is the Light 6 Major, which is one of the standard charts. And as I said, we're trading off of the hour chart. And it's a composite chart. So I'm looking at 6 different currency pairs. So it allows me to like look through a bunch of pairs and figure out if a trade is there or not there very quickly. So let's see what we've got. So we're going to start with the Australian US dollar. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray line is the minor indicator. This horizontal red line is the oversold line. Horizontal blue line is the overbought line. I am looking for situations where these lines are either below the red line going up or above the blue line going down. If the market's oversold, that's a good time to buy. And the signal is when these lines are going up. Likewise, when the market's overbought and the lines are going down, it's a good time to sell. So right now we are in the middle of the channel here on the Australian US dollar, and it's going sideways. So we're going to pass. Euro USD, we touched overbought. Everybody's going down. And I've got what I call the double cross, where the red line's on top of the green and the black line's on top of the gray. So those are the 3 points I'm looking for. 1, we were overbought. So we touched the overbought up here. 2, all the lines are going down. And 3, I've got this double cross. A couple pluses that I like is that I like the steepness of the green line. I like that we're in the channel. I will consider a trade as long as the green line hasn't hit the halfway mark. And I like that the lines are clustered. Those are all pluses to me. 2 orange lines going down rather steeply, 2 blue lines going up. Each of these is measuring something at a different speed. I want to have at least 3 of the 4 of these. So we've got that. And then on the pressure, I want either the lines going down, which they're not, or the red line on top, which I have. So this is 1 point, 3 points, 4 points. So I've got 8 points. And we discussed the confirmation. It's softened up just a little bit because when we looked at it a minute ago, I think the green line was sloped down. Now it's sloped up. It's better when the green line is sloped down. But that's okay. This by itself is good enough to trade on. We've lost a little bit of the steepness in the line, but again, going back to the other charts, this signal you can be used off of any chart. So I can trade it off of a 2-hour chart. The only difference is that on a 2-hour chart, it's going to be worth more pips and take longer for it to make the run through the channel. And the same on a 4-hour chart. More pips, but it's going to take longer to run through the channel. So, this here, we'll get what we're looking for off of this. Let's see if we have something else. Pound USD oversold going down, upside down duck bill here on the majors. This is usually telling me that there's more down in the movement. US Canadian dollar overbought going up. Again, we've got the duck bill here. This usually is telling me there's more up in the movement, even though we're overbought. My general strategy is I don't want to take a buy trade when we're overbought because I don't know how much more up is in the movement. I want to catch it down here where it turns, ride it up through the channel, and you can see when you do that, this was 30 pips over 4 hours. I could have easily carved out my 11 pips just in that first hour. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what my strategy, that's what makes me feel comfortable and what I'm looking for in my strategy. So I'm looking for these situations. Euro, US, USD, Swiss franc. We touched oversold. Everybody's going up. I do have the double cross, grays on top, greens on top. So I've got 3 points here. What I don't like is I don't like this kink in the green line where we're going from more steep to less steep. If there's going to be a kink in the line, the green line, I want it to go from less steep to more steep. So I've got 3 points here, 2 orange lines going up telling me buy, dotted blue coming down telling me buy. So 3 of the 4. I've got weak down pressure. What makes the down pressure weak is the slope of the line and the closeness of the lines. So we've got a little gap here, but I do have the green line on top. So this is a signal, a good signal. But as I said, I'm going to pass because I don't like this kink, and we already have a trade going on with the USD. So if I want to take another trade, in fact, we got 2 trades going on with the USD. If I'm going to take another trade, I want it to be another different pairs. I don't want it to be these pairs because then I'm putting too many eggs in one basket. I'd rather spread my risk out. Dollar yen oversold. Everybody's going up. I have the double cross, so 3 points here. 2 orange lines going up. Thick blue coming down, so 3 of the 4 here. I've got down pressure with green on top, so a point here. So again, I've got 7 points. 1 here, 3 here, 3 here. The green line is diverging. It's pulling away from the red line, so that's a plus. Couple things I don't like here. I don't like that the green line is so far away from the channel. Going into the channel, I'd rather have the green line be a little closer to entering the channel. And you can see that the major indicator has been oversold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. It's been down here. I prefer to see a situation where the lines have come down and it's turned versus just hanging out down here. Because when it's hanging out down here, it could hang out down here for longer. And you can see here's a situation where we're oversold, but you were still able to get, you were able to get 35 pips in 1 hour being oversold on a sell. Now, so, you can make good trades or make winning trades, but again, it's not part of my strategy. I just want to eliminate things that are going to cause me potential grief, and taking a sell trade when we're oversold is something that has the potential to cause me grief. So I want to pass. So I've cloned this, and we are going to take a look at some non-USD pairs. So I've got 6 other pairs that are non-USD. Euro pound overbought, majors are sideways, so I don't have everybody going down. Australian dollar yen oversold, everybody's going up. I've got the double cross, but I've got this kink in the line that I said I didn't like. Other thing about this pair is when I'm trading off of a 1 hour chart, I want one of these pairs to be prime time, daytime in the market. It is evening in Australia and in Japan. So, in order to get the movement that the chart is predicting, one of these needs to be prime time. And since it's not prime time, it's going to take too long for the trade to materialize. My goal is to get in and out within 1 to 3 hours. So I am not going to trade Australian dollar yen at this time of day off of a 1 hour chart. Off the overnight chart, it's different because I'm going to hit the daytime and I'm not expecting the trade to close within an hour. Euro Canadian dollar overbought, majors are sideways. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, we're just about reaching oversold. Everybody's going down, so we're in the channel. We're going to pass, and again, it's evening in both of these. A pound yen oversold. Everybody's going up. I've got the double cross, so 3 points here. 2 orange lines going down, dotted blue coming up. Oh, excuse me, the 2 orange lines going up, dotted blue coming down. So 3 here, down pressure with green on top. All right, so we got 7 points here. 1 point here, 3 points here, and 3 points here. So now with the 7 points, let's take a look at. My confirmation is what's going on with the 2 and the 4. And I want the 2 and the 4 to also be oversold. If this is oversold, I want the 2 to be oversold and the 4 to be oversold. The lines don't have to be going up. That's kind of an added bonus, but I just want it to be oversold. And the reason I want these 2 to be oversold is if this signal weakens, I'll still get it off of one of these 2. It's just going to take longer for the trade to execute. Only thing I'm not crazy about here, the 2 things. Do you remember? One is I prefer the green line to be a little closer to entering the channel, and I don't like it when we've been oversold for multiple hours, because we could be oversold for multiple more hours, and I want to get out. But I do have the confirmation. Once I have the confirmation, I want to see what the trade is worth. To see what the trade is worth, I am going to look at my support and resistance. And for pairs that I trade a lot, I already have the support, and I've got a chart with the support and resistance already on it. Support and resistance are spots where the candles seem to naturally stop. So you can see right in here, they stop, right in here, they stop, right in here, they stop, in here, they stop, in here, they stop here. So when I'm trading, I want to trade wherever the candle is between these 2 spots. Because as it bounces here, I don't want to get held up on the bounce. As you see, it went up, it bounced, 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 bounced. It took 6 hours before it broke through. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be sitting on a trade for 6 hours. So I want to trade while it's within the channel. So then I want to know how much room I have up to this next bouncing point. And that is 19 pips. You can see it up in the top left corner. 19 pips up. Come on. And 17 pips down, 19 pips up, 17 pips down. That's a little bit off, but it's close enough. So now my question is, let's go back. I'm going to save this, and let's go back and take a look. Let's take 11 pips. We're going to take a buy for 11 pips. So pound USD, I already have that open because I trade it. I'm going to click new order. I am going to use the same lot size that I did before, which is 1.34. I got that by moving the decimal place open. Now, technically, if this were my live account, I wouldn't be taking the trade because look where my margin is. I'm at 580. I want this to be around 1,000. So I'm squeezing. I've got too many open trades. So I need to wait for a trade to close before I take another new one. But just to demonstrate the signal, I'm going to go ahead and take the trade. It's going to bring us down to about 300. So 1.34 market buy. And then I'm going to go in. I'm going to right click, modify. And the reason I don't want to do that, so we said we were going to take 11 pips. And we're going to use a 3-to-1, 330. Click the blue, it does the math. Click the red, it does the math. We'll drop it in. And all right, so we took let's take this, let me write this down. We took a buy on the euro, on the pound, yen, with a take profit of 180,212, 180,212, 179,768, 179,768. Our Euro USD trade is still open. Let's just double check that before we leave. It's pushing down. It's still out of the money, but the trade setup is good. I'm happy with it. The green line now on the 1 hour chart is going down, so that makes me a little happier. A minute ago when we were looking at it, the red was on top, but the green line was going up. Now it's going down. We're good here. We're good here. We're good across the board. So we took 2 trades this morning. I expect that euro USD to close within the next hour. And when it closes, when the trade that we just took closes, what you're going to want to do is just take a look at where this is. And if this is still showing strong, you can leave it open, or you can just close the trade from last night out at break even. So, and then, we'll have made some money, but we will, our goal is to not lose money. So, as the original signal that we took that trade off of has passed, we're going to pass. For tomorrow, the day before a holiday, I probably wouldn't trade it actively because, all the traders are going to be gone. They're not going to be trading. So we will reconvene. So I haven't decided if I'm going to send out an overnight trade tonight or not. I'll decide in a little bit, but and I won't send out an overnight trade on Monday either. So we will reconvene next Tuesday at 6:30. Have a safe New Year's, and if one of your resolutions is to kind of change your financial situation, we can help you do that. And we're so confident we'll let you trade our money, and we'll get you going. If you have any questions, you can give me a call or schedule some time with me, and I'll walk you through it. All right. Thanks so much. We will see you next Tuesday. Have a good New Year's.